Hey guys, what's good? Optimum nutrition athlete Dom Heap here with
Daire, Curley.
And we have teamed up to design and bring you a 5-part series called the Big 5. Why is it called the Big 5?
We're going to be bringing you 5 muscle groups, 5 exercises, 5 sets to add quality lean mass.
So if you're looking to build some lean mass, guys, make sure you follow along with this series because it's going to be ace, right bro? Come on.
What's up guys, so for this series we're going to be kicking off with legs. We're going to start with something a little bit different. Most exercises will usually start off with a squat, but we're actually going to start with leg extensions today. Why we're doing that is because we want to get some good blood flow through the quads in there, pre-exhaust them, and then we're going to move on to more compound movements.
Right guys, so the first exercise we're doing is leg extensions. Obviously it's 5 sets. One of these sets is going to be a warm-up set, so it's going to be 1 warm-up set and then 4 working sets. The action we're looking for on this is a nice controlled action. It's going to be 2 seconds coming up with a 1 second squeeze, a 2 second negative, pause at the bottom for a second and back up. So 2 seconds coming up, a 1 second squeeze at the top, contracting those quads hard, a 2 second eccentric, slowly lowering it back down, and then a 1 second pause at the bottom. Reps wise, we're looking for about 8 to 12. Okay, so for the first warm-up set, I do a set of 20 just to get my knees warm, get my quads warm, and then working sets, we're looking for 8 to 12. So find a weight that you're going to be struggling with to get 12. Right guys, exercise number 2 is a Romanian deadlift with a barbell.
Okay guys, so with stiff leg deadlifts or RDLs, form is absolutely crucial on these. You'll really focus on just activating your hamstrings, not bringing your lower back in there. How I like to do this is I try to drive my heels in together. So it's like I'm trying to close the floor with my feet. So I know my hamstrings, abductors, everything is perfectly engaged, and you're lowering it nice and slowly. And as you're coming up to the top, you're getting a really good squeeze and contraction, squeezing through your glutes, your hamstrings. You're lowering for 2 seconds, little pause, back up again 2 seconds, that squeeze for 2 seconds at the top.
So guys, with the RDL movement, we talked about a 2 second down phase with a very slight pause at the bottom, but then it's the 2 seconds coming up. Make sure you work really hard on getting those 2 seconds, because I haven't done 2 seconds up before, and I don't know about you, but I've really struggled with it coming up. Lowering it down I was all right, but like bringing it back up is where I really felt the tension.
Yeah, definitely. That's the beauty about training with different people and getting to train with different, you come from bodybuilding background, fitness model, but they all link up. And it's interesting to get different sides of it. Like, example upstairs on the dead stop, I would never done leg extensions like that before.
Is it?
Yeah, never would have done that before.
Yeah.
It's like here, Dom would have never done the 2 seconds up, which usually just rush them up. But if you really concentrate and bring that up for 2 seconds, it does make a difference, doesn't it?
And I was saying that generally RDL is a real strong exercise for me. I can go really heavy with the weight, but I've never done the 2 second up, and you know there was 100 kilos on there, and it certainly felt heavier doing that slow control movement up the top.
Yeah, definitely.
But that was good, man. I enjoyed that one. Right guys, moving on to exercise 3. We're now going to go into a front squat. So we're back with full tension on the quads, and this is going to be on a barbell.
Again, you can see the depth that we both reach is quite low. I'm naturally a low squatter as well, presumably you are as well. And that 2 second down with that 2 second up is really getting to us, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel it now. I mean, it's the third exercise in, doing the 2 second down, 2 second up, and I can feel the difference. Again, on a front squat, I generally go pretty heavy. But I mean, we had 60 kilos and there 12 reps in.
We were struggling.
Definitely heart rated.
Yeah, that's for
One
sure.
place I always feel it with our front squats. That's why I love incorporating them is core. I don't necessarily always isolate my core with core exercises, but I do front squat heavy and stuff like that. And slowing that movement down, constantly keeping tension on the core. And I don't know about you, mate, but I can really feel
my core is proper locked up.
There's abs that are popping, I can feel it. Right guys, moving on to exercise 4. Exercise 4 is going to be a leg press. Form we're looking for is we're going to go quite a natural stance, quite neutral, so feet in the middle, toes pointing upwards, but again, following the pattern, 2 seconds down, slight pause at the bottom, and then that 2 second drive up with a squeeze at the top, okay? Again, shooting for 8 to 12 reps. If you're getting 12, it's too easy, guys. You need to be putting a little bit more weight on there. Make it difficult for yourselves. At the end of the day, we are trying to build some muscle tissue here. 4 leg exercises down, we're on to the 5th and final one. And we thought we'd bring it outside because it is a glorious day. We wanted to finish with some lunges, so we're going to do some barbell lunges outside.
Lunges is possibly my favourite exercise for actual leg development, and not only that, but lower core development as well. I still stand by saying that the lower abs are developed through heavy lunges. And it just goes to show you here that your core is working because you have to stabilize through your core, and just for genuine, just legs getting blown up. I love a good lunge, and what better to do it than outside. If you don't have the space outside, it's fine to do it on the gym floor. Find a space. We're going to do barbell today, but you can also use dumbbells, kettlebells, do whatever you're feeling.
Guys, if you have got access to a slight incline, we have today, and it's going to make it a lot more difficult. It's going to bring a real hip flex and stretch into it, so driving through those hip flexes as well. So if you've got access to an incline, try on an incline as well. Right guys, that's a wrap with legs. So the 5 exercises we did was leg extensions, Romanian deadlifts, front squats, leg press and lunges. I just want to reiterate to you guys the 2-second down and 2-second coming up. So 2-second eccentric phase, and then with a pause at the bottom, and then the 2-second concentric phase with a squeeze at the top. Because I've not done that before, and I really noticed doing that, especially during some of those leg exercises.
Yeah, it's a bit different to add into your workout. If you're getting bored of the regular splits, your regular, just regular tempo, it's just a good way to switch it up, isn't it?
Definitely to mix it up. On those RDLs, my legs were burning coming back up.
Especially these lunges as well, guys. You're taking a proper slow lunge and really stepping it out. So if you take a longer stride, you're going to hit a lot of hamstring and glute, which is what I felt mostly. And your shorter strides, you're going to hit a lot of quad. So feel free to mix up as well, depending on what body part you want to hit, I suppose.
And remember guys, it's a big 5, so it's 5 exercises, it's 5 sets. We're looking for about 8 to 12 reps.
So join us next week, we're going to be smashing a big back session.